6-0. 6-0. Now, look, I don't care who you're playing. I don't care what the context. I don't want to hear about the opposition. If you score 6 goals away from home and win the game to 0, it is significant. It is huge. There is no such thing as an easy game in the Premier League. There is no such thing as an easy away day in the Premier League. So to go away from home, when the pressure is on you, when your 2 rivals have already won, when the team that you are playing are so desperately chasing points, and you make it light work. That is the behaviour of champions. It was a statement victory from Arsenal. And let's face it, Arsenal cannot stop winning. They basically keep winning. It was their 7th win in a row in the league, and they have an aggregate of 31 goals for. They have only conceded in that period of time 3. They are unbeaten this year. They are making history. And what they have done is significant. Just listen to this. Never before in the history of English football, just listen to the magnificence. Listen to the magnitude of this statement. The history of English football. Do you know how many games have been played in English football? More than 50,000 games is the sample size for this statistic. And never before in the history of English football has a team won 3 consecutive away games by 5 goals or more. Something is going on at Arsenal. Now look, can they win the league? Yes. Will they win the league? I think they are unlikely to. But that doesn't mean that what they are doing is dazzling. What they are doing is mind-blowingly good. They are a sensational football team, and Mikel Arteta is doing it well. He is doing it so well. And I guarantee you this, if you were sneering at this result because it's only Sheffield United, I'm afraid that you just don't get it. You don't understand the competitive nature of the Premier League, the difficulty going away from home in the Premier League to secure 3 points. And the fact that Arsenal did it in such an easy way, in such an accomplished way, in such a professional way, in such a dazzling way, it really is so impressive. It was total and utter domination from Arsenal yet again. Yet again, we have seen Arsenal dominate. Today, they ended up with 80% possession. 80% possession. And they had 10 shots on target. Do you know how many shots on target Sheffield United had? The square root of none. Literally none. Arsenal are so miserly at the back. This entire year in the league, this entire year, we are in March. They have conceded 3 goals in the league. Scored over 30, conceded 3. And this miserly approach at the back is going to stand them in such good stead. What is going on at the back there is so impressive. Look, we have to acknowledge the contribution of what's going on up front. Scoring 6 goals is massive. Getting the ball in the back of the net 6 times. 6 different goal scorers. 5 different Arsenal players. That's how you win the league. When your defenders are chipping in with goals like Ben White scored today. Gabriel, always good for a goal. The way that Arsenal are playing in both boxes, it is dazzling. It really is. And there was a ruthless statement of intent from Arsenal. And I'll tell you what, Arsenal are going to do something massively symbolic next week. And when I say Arsenal are going to, that shows you how annoyingly confident in their ability I am. Because when I say if, I mean when, Arsenal beat Brentford, they have the opportunity of going top of the league. So ahead of that seismic encounter at Anfield, when Manchester City take on Liverpool, Arsenal will go top of the league on the Saturday before that game on the Sunday. And that matters. That really does matter. It's an awakening to the two sides that are playing in their head for the league that neither of them are going into that clash top of the league. So Arsenal need to be taken so seriously. They are so good. And tonight, they were imperious. Not only did they get the points tonight. Look, when they go away to Bramall Lane, what they're going for is the points. Every Premier League game, it's about the points. But the points were in the bag after about 15 minutes. Some would say that the points were in the bag before a ball was kicked. But the points were certainly in the bag after about 15 minutes. But they managed to do something else that they really did need to do. They desperately required more goals. They needed more goals. They needed to smash in goals galore, goals from all over the pitch, and they managed to do that. And as a result, Arsenal now possess a far superior goal difference to both Manchester City and Liverpool. Crucially, against City, they are 10 goals clear of them. So while the Premier League table looks really tight, if it goes down to goal difference, and let's face it, it could most certainly go down to goal difference, Arsenal are 10 goals better off than Manchester City. Okay, they're a point behind City, and they are trailing Liverpool by 2. But they have a better goal difference than both. Now, that really does matter. And when you look at the way that some of their individuals are playing, this team are capable of winning the league. Declan Rice is a genuinely world-class footballer now. There is no negotiation about it. I think that Declan Rice is sensational. I've acknowledged his brilliance for a long time. But even when Arsenal signed him, I was jealous. I desperately wanted Chelsea to sign him. And I follow England. I know how good he can be. I've seen him guide England to a European final. I know he is a remarkable footballer. But I'm going to be totally honest with you. I didn't know that he was this good. He is everything that you need. He's everything that I want Chelsea's midfield to be. He is a swashbuckling, box-to-box midfielder with an element of class, with an eye for a goal, with a gladiatorial approach, with a never-say-die attitude. He is everything. He is football. He is the heartbeat of that team. And I think you could go so far as saying he's that good, and he's probably not even the most skillful midfielder that Arsenal possess. That is how good they are. Because they also have Martin Odegaard, who we need to acknowledge, we need to talk about. Because Martin Odegaard is simply breathtaking. He has the ability to play a pass that most mere mortal footballers, even brilliant footballers, can't even see. He has the ability to find a pass that other excellent players won't even know is on. He can deliver that pass. And in him, they have a ruthless midfielder. And in Declan Rice, they have this balance. And now this is ominous. I think it's fair to say that Arsenal's best midfield is Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. We are about to enter the business end of the season, the most important period of the season, where trophies are won, where titles are won, where European Cup finals are played. And Arsenal might be about to deploy the best midfield that they have at their disposal. Thomas Partey was back playing football. Gabriel Jesus was back playing football. Tonight was perfect for Arsenal. 6 goals, resting Bukayo Saka. He went off at half-time. Gabriel Jesus back. Thomas Partey back. Arsenal are about to deploy their best team, their best players, their most efficient setup, and in my opinion, the most complete midfield that they have at the business end of the season. Arsenal go to the Etihad in about 5 games' time. They could be going into that game top of the league. And if Arsenal play their cards right, and if results go their way, Arsenal could be going to the Etihad with the luxury of not needing to win that game. And if they go there not needing a win, they're firstly more likely to win. But if they can settle for a draw, that really is going to put the pressure on City. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a title race, and it is spectacular. We have a 3-horse title race, and every single team involved have played 27 and won 19. There is a Rizzler paper between these 3 teams. This is what we're in it for. This is remarkable, and I love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like. Please click subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all the next time we review a delectable medley of footballing splendour, because that is what that game was. In a bit.